not the bogey ground. It seems, you know, Liverpool haven't lost here in 10 years. Palace were managed by Neil Warnock in those days, but there's been some costly slips against this opposition. More recently, the 1-0 Anfield defeat in April that had consequences for Liverpool's title charge. But it's a dangerous opposition. Oliver Glasner got 7 wins from his 19-game spell last season. He can't buy one this year, though. Life without Michael Olise and Joachim Andersen has been hard going. Arne is wary. They drew at Chelsea and Man United. They'll feel they should have beaten Everton at Goodison last week as well. The tide will turn at some point. He's guarding against that being in this early Saturday kickoff today. The early start does give them the opportunity to go 4 points clear at the top of the table. Not that you'll find anybody of an official Liverpool capacity talking about that too much. What he has been concerned with this week, the Liverpool manager, is the 62-hour turnaround. It's a big challenge for any manager and his backroom staff, part and parcel, though, he says, of working at a big club. He'll have been sympathetic to the load on Diaz, Szoboszlai and Robertson, who've played all the games as well as the League Cup. Nunes is the other man to drop to the bench from the side that beat Bologna midweek. He's probably also conscious that their national teams will rely on all of them heavily this week. So deserved opportunities for 2 men in form, Curtis Jones and Cody Gakpo. Kostas Tsimikas comes in. Diogo Jota returns to the forward line as well, making his 100th start for Liverpool today. Nobody's made more changes to the starting 11 than Oliver Glasner in Premier League football this season. He makes 2 more. Top scorer Jean-Philippe Mateta is dropped to the bench. It means Eddie Nketiah will play down the middle. Ismail Assar, who's caused problems before for Liverpool as a Watford player, get to start too. The boss of Crystal Palace thinking his pace will cause a problem to Liverpool when they lose possession. Eberici Eze, who's been involved in most of their goals so far, continues an attack. And it looks like a first-choice back 3 now for Palace. Trevor Chalobah makes his debut, the man on loan from Chelsea. Chadi Riyad, Chris Richards and Czech Takori are all out this afternoon. It's a glorious day at Selhurst Park here. No jacket required for Arne Slot. This is a man that was very much in the eye line of his former Liverpool manager Simon Hooper of Wiltshire. You'll remember him, I'm sure, from that game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium where he sent off Curtis Jones and Diogo Jota back in September of 2023. John Van Dijk straight into the action with an awkward-looking landing, but as you might imagine in a game here, and Liverpool will want no kind of rise in the atmosphere, and Palace on the attack straight away, and big danger. Liverpool want the offside flag. It's not come instantly, but has done eventually against Nketiah, who thought he'd had the perfect start to life in the forward position, the number 9 position that he favours most in the Palace lineup.
Well, it will be reviewed, but I certainly thought Nketiah had gone ahead of the last defender. There's a couple of challenges there, one from Lerma, who won it ahead of Gravenberch. There's a lovely little ball played down the right channel for Sarr. You can clearly see that Eddie Nketiah's in an offside position. I'll tell you what a cool finish though, wasn't it? He just lifted it over the top of Alisson as he came out his goal.
Palace give up possession under no pressure. Liverpool will be patient in possession, looking to cool the temperature somewhat on what has been a pretty robust first 10 minutes here.
Just seen there, Pete, when the ball was played out to Tsimikas, Gakpo had gone in, McAllister's in, it was all too narrow. That's where you've got to try and spread the play, maybe get 2v1 situations.
That's a nice ball from Tsimikas. Liverpool are forward in numbers here, and it's Diogo Jota. Who else? On his 100th Liverpool start.
One, it was a lovely through ball initially. There he's holding his width. That's what I'm talking about. There's the movement. Look at Munoz. Caught ball watching the wing back. Doesn't see where Gakpo's run was. He's run inside of him. But the ball was played across the 18-yard box. We've still got a lot to do. You need someone to be in there. And there's Jota doing what he does best. Get in front of his marker. Gets ahead of Chalobah and then pushes the ball beyond Henderson to make it 1-0. There's the reaction of the Liverpool bench from Arne Slot to delighted.
Great interception by Simicas, might get a second opportunity to find Gakpo. Foot in was from Klein. Wharton can't find range either. He doesn't look at all happy. Trent Alexander-Arnold from distance needed it. The hand from Henderson just keeps it out of the back of his net. And somehow, the temptation somehow from Nathaniel Klein to find more time than he didn't have. It's going to be a Liverpool corner.
What about this for technique? He might have just took a little slight nick off Chalobah en route through there. A strike from Alexander-Arnold. Arnold thought it was in. Henderson was equal to it.
Great touch from Gakpo. Finds Salah again. Looks interesting, this from a Liverpool point of view. It's a good block on from Mitchell. Oh, really well played. Ryan Gravenberch opens up his options now, and it's Diogo Jota who probably felt it was just a matter of a tap in there.
Brilliant play though, isn't it? There's Gravenberch, heavily ball, a driving run into the box, puts it into good. No, it wasn't. Oh, it's a really bad miss. He can't quite believe it. Neither Jota.
You just feel a bit of the frustration leaking into Selhurst Park here. Looking to take on Trent Alexander-Arnold, helped out by his mate Konate.
He's been good, Konate, isn't he? You know, he had to be patient to get his position. After the first game when he was left out against Ipswich, came on as a sub.
Draw with the through ball, he stayed level, I think. Ismail Assar, it needed the big hand, and the second save as well from Alisson Becker. Wasn't far away from us talking about him being completely redundant in this first half, but how well did he do here?
This is what top goalkeepers do. They're not used for much in the game, and then they pull off a magnificent save like that to keep the scoreline at 1-0. Great goalkeeping from Alisson.
Patience key again for Liverpool here, waiting for the right opportunity to play. Gakpo to Gravenberch. Does open up for Gravenberch here. It was a tidy block from Mark Gahey. Back with Simicas again.
Good spell with this for Liverpool, isn't it?
It's a nice ball as well. Looking for Salah. How cool was the control? Didn't quite get the power on it he wanted, Salah, but Henderson had to do the job from a goalkeeping point of view.
That should have been 2-0. Simple as that. That's a golden opportunity for someone like Mo Salah.
Real danger on paper, isn't it, what Palace's front line looks like now. It just makes you think Liverpool could really do with finding that second goal sooner rather than later. They have a free kick in decent range here. It's the pull from Chalobah.
I still feel there's a lot of opportunities for Liverpool as well.
Surveying his prey, Trent Alexander-Arnold in exactly the kind of range he's proved deadly. Chooses the provider instead, and again it's another big opportunity for Jota.
That's massive. Absolutely, he's got to score. Simple as that, you've got to score for there. Wonderful free kick from Alexander-Arnold. You think he was going to hit it with a bit of pace and then just curled it in. Certainly looked like Jota was on side. He's got his eye on it all the way. I'm not sure why he's trying to do what he's doing. He's trying to flick at it and ready, steady, just going in and powering the header low.
Alan Pardew, the former Crystal Palace player and manager. Wonderful football from Liverpool again. It was the body sweat from Gravenberch, but robbed by Will Hughes, and danger here for Crystal Palace again. It's a big save from Alisson. It was Nketiah who drilled it goalwards. And there's another signal that Palace aren't done yet.
Yeah, that comes from Gravenberch, overindulging in the midfield area. Just apologised to his teammates because he knew he should have dealt with it a lot better than he did. Just took too long in possession. And with Nketiah, he had his side foot, he couldn't hit it through the laces with power, just side-footed it, which made it easier for Alisson to make the save.
It's found its way through to Mateta. Eza from distance, another big save from Alisson Becker, who's been called upon one too many times, really. He's not been overly involved, Eza, but Alisson Becker has, and he's come out with flying colours.
Yeah, good strike from Eza. Mateta with a little ball into him, first touch was good. So again, I think that's a yard or two to the left of Alisson. It might have been more troublesome for him as it was. The keeper dealt with it well.
Nice collect it. Do well in possession as well. There's a look for Teta, and
Alisson
has got a problem.
Oh, it's his hamstring.
Now Liverpool have an extra problem here because there's no Kevin Kelleher on the bench. But that does not look good at all.
No, he doesn't look good at all. You can tell by his reaction straight away. I'm not even sure when he did it. Look, he knows he's going off. He's even taking his gloves off.
That is a sizable blow for Liverpool. So Vítězslav Jaros is the man to come on for Liverpool. And Liverpool are in good hands. We should not paint the picture of this being disastrous. We don't know what the issue is with Kevin Kelleher, that he's not involved today. But they think that Jaros could be a top goalkeeper. He's been asked to stay at Liverpool to back up both of them. Of course, now he will make his Premier League debut.
Big last few minutes for Liverpool now, isn't it? Just to retain this 1-goal advantage. 10 minutes left or so of the 90, plus any added on time.
And they will pump as much into the box as they can, Crystal Palace, and test this young goalkeeper. Will Hughes from distance. Scampered across to his left there, Jaros, and off target.
Good technique there, wasn't it, from Will Hughes, but always looked like he was going wide of the goal.
But he certainly played his part in keeping a clean sheet so far. Alisson made 3 or 4 really big saves. Selhurst back to Gravenberch. Liverpool in a good position here. Diaz with the turn. Keeps it brilliantly. Will Hughes back in the way. He's done really well since he's come on. Finds Mateta. Furthest man forward. It's 3 against 1 here. Mateta finds Eza. Good save.
That's an awful effort. That's an easy save. Right at him. I mean, what is he thinking here? He can go either way. He can go low to his left, curl it in the far corner. In the end, it's a nothing strike from him. And that all came from Liverpool, guilty of giving the ball away high up the pitch. And then there's not enough numbers back.
The away supporters sing about Liverpool's league position. They're 20 seconds away from confirming the gap as well. Here's Selhurst, just misplaced the pass, looking for Jota. And will there be one last chance for Crystal Palace here? They spear the ball forward. There won't be. Liverpool get the 3 points, and they are very, very hard earned. He's frustrated with something that's happened at the end there, Arne, but his assistant is telling him there just to concentrate on the win as they get in their little huddle. It's not happened too often in Liverpool's history that a team has won their first 4 away games. But we didn't clock up 4 away from Anfield until December last year. Liverpool 4 points clear at the top of the table. They were made to work for it. Liverpool at the top of the mountain, but for how long? It's a big, big test, October. It'll be a big couple of weeks for the players going away with their countries, but what a big performance. What a big 3 points. It's finished here. Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 1.